Mr. Amos. Thank you very much for coming around. All right, next on my list is the personal assistant to the ballet of Akubo, a person of Prophet Olamide Fadimo. Thank you very much for coming around. Next on my list is the regional manager of UBA, in person of Mr. Osman Jamil. Relationship manager. Thank you very much. Can we give him a round of applause, please? Next on my list is the president of We Build Women Care Foundation, in person of Dr. Alaja Monsurat Abiola. Thank you for coming.
I'm sorry to interrupt. She actually lost her husband. So it was last month. So this is technically her first outing.
Wow.
So we are honored to have you, and our condolences once again.
Thank you for joining us today. Next on my list is a journalist from the Nigerian Tribune, in person of Ms. Olayinka. And also from the Nigerian Tribune, also a journalist, we have Ms. Oluwafumbi Amos, right? Awe. Thank you for coming around. We have a pioneer, TELACH, evangelist Epsiba, GA. Welcome. Next on my list is the project manager, EWAR, in person of Olarinde Yemisi.
All the way, our partners from Benin Republic actually traveled for this.
All the way.
Yes, ma'am.
All the way.
Thank you
for joining us today. Thank you for joining us today. Then from PARITI, we have Doi Ojo Alex. Okay. And also, we have right in our midst the CEO of Uniplan, Dr. Ambassador Kunle Awotiku. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. A round of applause for him, please. A round of applause for him. All right, still from Uniplan, we have the HR, the head of HR, that's human resources. We have Miss Ifeoluwa David.
I believe she's outside because Uniplan is a recruitment agency as well. They do a number of things, so they'll be running business development clinics outside.
Wow,
yes,
all right.
So some of the teams are outside.
So if you can hear our voice, we say hello to you where you are. All right. On to next, we have the representative from NYSC Secretariat Oyo State, in person of Victor Deborah. All right. I think they're working with Uniplan. Yeah, beautiful. And also from Amazon KDP, we have Olajire Jan. Okay. Now from eCaring Homes Network, that's an NGO that is a partner to our NGO here. We have Ali Titi Lokwe. You're welcome. All right, in this event, recognition is a continuous process. We'll keep recognizing distinguished members here.
Thank you. So, like my very dear colleague Okuchi said, recognition is a continuous process. We have lined up a good number of individuals, partners, and institutions that will be not just on the high table, but will also be on the judging panel. And some of the individuals came in after the initial list was compiled. It will be updated. Please permit me to call out to the high table while I introduce two strategic partners. They say ladies first, so I'll begin with a lady, a sister, a pastor, three individuals, very, very loving mother, who is the executive director of Pathway and one of the executive directors of a center that opened this week, a shelter for rehabilitating especially young women and girls. They've touched over 200 lives in Oyo State already, and they keep going. Please, let's call up Dr. My prophecy, Dr. Pastor Mrs. Oluwatoyin Ogedebe. She's also the immediate immediate past coordinator for the Child Protection Network. PAPTWI is actually a Pan-African women organization. So she's here wearing many hats and representing many. Forgive us, the space is small, but we're here to have a great time. The real deal is when we begin the networking. Here we just want to spend a few minutes for recognition, then we do the pitching competition, present certificates, and the real fun begins, the networking. Please allow me introduce another strategic partner who has, agency has been with the organization for years. In fact, our organization in JAWS has partnered with the Technology Incubation Center, also called TIC, for many years as partners of the German Technical Corporation, doing similar ICSS programs, providing opportunities for especially young people to incubate their businesses. So please permit us to invite Mr. Adegoke, very humble man, who is in charge of Oyo State. Please come up, sir, to the high table. The Technology Incubation Center, Oyo State, is also running clinics outside. They also have their own products. Kadri, good to see you. They have their products outside. So like I keep saying, you know, the fun is outside. There's so many institutions that will want to engage with one another. This is a networking event. Meet people, know people, just like Uncle G said. There was a name we didn't collect, but please, it would be good to collect his full name because he's representing Consumer Protection Council. So his agency is here to speak for the consumers on the quality of products and services that are being offered. The notice was short, and thanks to Mrs. Ogedebe and the launch of the Blooming Dame Center, we discovered them. And the state coordinator met us, gave us her card. A short notice, she said they will be there. So it makes it even more exciting. We're going to hear from businesses. Then we'll also wait to hear his input, you know, in terms of consumer protection. So he will also be running clinics out and when we're done with the main ceremonies so that you can ask him questions, ask how you can connect with him, and how value can be exchanged. I would like to recognize the presence of... So Uncle G will introduce him while I get the two other names. Pastor Ron is here, and it was as if we're waiting for him to come. So when I heard, I was jumping. So we're going to call them up to the high table, but Uncle G, please, let me get their full names. Please just call up our consumer protection gentleman.
All right, welcome with me from FCCPC, that's Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, Mr. Shegun Ogunleye, ably representing the State Director. Also on this list, I have with me the representative of the Oyo State Agency for Youth Development, Mrs. F.F. Odeyali. Mrs. F.S. Odeyali, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. A round of applause for her, please. A round of applause for her. All right, like my co-host said, today we're going to be having a swell time. We have a lot to do, from investing to relating to collaborating to buying, and also pushing ideas into the next generation. The beauty of the past is the success of the future. We don't just say, oh, our older generation, so let's just do away with the ideas from the past. We work with the ideas of the past, integrate into the present, and move towards a great future. This has been happening. 1.0 happened, and it was awesome. I'm glad to also tell you that 2.0 came to be, and it was great. Now we are here for 3.0. Can we jump our hands together? Come on now, we have, come on, let's do this with some attitude, this 3.0. And also, you'll be glad to know that we have a number of MSMEs that has, you know, passed through this fair and they're doing well now. In due course, Kaneng will help us to, you know, put us through all of the success stories from the past. All right, I'd like to have Kaneng come back again to tell us about the event. I don't want to assume that we're aware of what's going on, although we know we are aware, but I'd like her to have that official welcome note telling us what exactly we're here for. Over to you, Kenneth.
Okay, so I would like to recognize 5 people. Some of them will be coming up to our extension of the high table because we'll be keeping them for a bit to join the judging panel. I would like to begin by recognizing the presence of Tolu Makinde. I think he's the governor's cousin, I'm not sure. Tolu represents, he is the youth coordinator of the SOS Children's Villages in Nigeria or your state. They are the ones who funded this event. Actually, they sponsored, because it's a school, and we are an Entrepreneurship Development Institute, so they sponsored 273 Oyo indigenous youth who are in business from 2023 to now. So when I go through the other 3 names, we'll find out if Tolu is going to speak for the program manager or he will just speak for the youth program itself. Then I would come with ours. Ours is just a few minutes. Please, let's make welcome Pastor Ron Adeyemi Omotunde. Pastor Ron, please come forward. Please come forward. Please come forward. Next to him is Mrs. Adetutu Oshofowura. Oshofowura. Over there, sir, please. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. We'll do more recognitions as individuals come because we're expecting representation from even more institutions. Please allow me welcome and recognize and also call forward the representative of the pastor of House of the Rock Church, Harvest House, Abiodun Adelu, forgive me, Adelu. Please come forward. He'll be given an opportunity to share a 1-minute goodwill message because the church has, some of these strategic partners have been instrumental to the mobilization of the Oyo youth that have benefited from this program. A number of members of the church from 2023, almost every cohort, we didn't even know them at that time, keyed into this program, and a religious institution, just like Pastor Ron's church, has been instrumental in mobilizing young people to explore these opportunities. So I would also want to recognize, he's in a meeting, so we'll recognize him from where he is. When he's done, he's going to join us. He is the managing partner of Romance Page Limited. He is Sam Oredia. So Sam, can you wave? Now Sam is a brother from another mother because the program has 2 trajectories. There's the entrepreneurship we're celebrating today, and there is the employability trajectory where he trains graduates, gives them the opportunity to get jobs, to be more employable. So, but we work together. We handle one arm, they handle the other arm. So he's a brother. We go through the pains and the gains together. And his program is coming up in 2 days. Our program, the job fair, which he'll talk about when we give him a minute to speak. So I believe we would get right into it. When Uncle G is done, if we need to have a specific recognition, we will do that. Otherwise, we'll have the royal blessing to officially commence, because all of us, all of you, are in the domain of the Bale of Akobo. So this is like you are in the palace. So we need to have the blessing of the palace. So Uncle G, do you have any announcement or recognition before we do that?
All right, like I said, recognition is a continuous process in this event. I'd like to recognize representatives from Power Pensions. That's Mr. Lekon and the team. Mr. Lekon and the team. All right, I think they're still outside.
Maybe they're setting up because a lot of networking is a networking event, so yes, most likely outside. Okay, fantastic. So I believe we're getting into the part where we will hear in different languages how the palace intends to bless us, I believe. So I'll let you handle that, Uncle G, to call the leader of the delegation of the ballet to give us the royal blessing, then we take goodwill messages. When you get to someone's territory, they decide if you're to stay or not. And we have today the blessing of the ballet of Akubo. If they're asking us not to do this, we can't do this. All right. I'd like to call to bless us and also extend to us the greetings from the ballet. I'd like to call on the Otun Ballet Akubo Juri. That's Chief David Kendi Akuwali Akupati. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I commend and I give glory to God for making this event a reality. On behalf of our neighbor Ballet of Akobo and Gabon, I welcome you all. The blessing of the Lord will be upon each and every one of us. We will achieve and we will not falter. That is written from Ballet. I want to commend the NGO and everybody that that are involved in this very history-making event. I'm sure this is not your first rodeo, but this is highly commendable. In the sense that we are focusing on what will bring development, what will bring peace and stability into the community. So there's need for that resourcefulness, reaching out to the youth, which is very commendable, because an idle hand is devil's workshop. Thank you for helping the government. Thank you for helping the family, because what we are doing have a chain event, a chain reaction on, and of course, it starts from the village to the city and to the country at large. And of course, that also can be linked to immigration, whether legal parts of jeopardizing or illegal parts. I can see as part of their fundamental activities that Dr. Maria, they help the youth by steering them toward the right path to immigration. Yeah, we cannot do without that. But again, they are using one stone to kill two birds. If we train our youth to be more resourceful, to use local content, they will be employable. They will not only be employable, but they will be job creators, which is what we all need in the whole world. We need people that will be creative, that are skillful. So it is highly commendable, and I pray that God will always empower and enable everybody that participates, that keep on being part of this success. So once again, on behalf of the ballet and his council, we say welcome, and Lord blessing will be upon each and every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And apologies to you. Yes. I'll explain later. So that we have bathrooms. Actually, we have almost 5 bathrooms here. But the male bathroom is immediately you step out the door. The female bathroom, we have a lounge here. The first door to your left, as if you're going out, there's a room and a female bathroom. And if it's occupied, just speak to any of our ushers and volunteers. There are more bathrooms. I just wanted to quickly mention that. So we'll find out if Tolu is speaking for SOS, and I'll just quickly say something about the program. Tolu, are you speaking for SOS? At least you can talk about the youth program, right? So please, let's make welcome Mr. Tolu Makinde, who will tell us if he's His Excellency's younger brother or cousin. Thank you. From
A round of applause for him, please. A round of applause for him.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everyone. Good morning. Great and wonderful people in the house. I celebrate you. I celebrate our leaders, the ballets and other traditional leaders that are here. I welcome you. I also welcome everyone, dignitaries, people and staff from the ministry. Welcome other leaders and represent companies and industries that are here. You're welcome, and we really appreciate your presence. All right, my name is Tolulokpe Makinde. I'm the Youth Development Officer for SOS Children Villages, and I'm excited that this program is a wonderful one. It has been a 3-year journey starting from year 2023. We had the first cohort, we had the second cohort in 2024. And this year, we have the third cohort, and the journey has been amazing. The Youth Development Program and also the Entrepreneurship trajectory under this program, the purpose is to equip youths, or your state youths, between the age of 15 to 35, equip them with entrepreneurship skills,